Hey Leo, welcome to Zarious Tarot. My name is Drea. If this is your first time visiting my channel, then welcome. If it is not, then hey, how you doing? Welcome back. Happy birthday, guys. Happy birthday, happy birthday. I will say I recorded your video. It was a very lovely video. As you know, I'm doing the bi-monthly July and August love readings. Apologies for it being so late as well. Because I had technical difficulties, but it will still be relevant, and I'll be back in September to do more love readings anyway for September and October. So apologies for that, guys. Apologies for the lateness. Happy birthday, blessed born day. I did a reading for you, and it was beautiful and wonderful, and it was a bi-monthly love reading, so it was really, really great and in-depth, and and no sound. So I have to do it all again. I can't even upload those videos because I just don't even remember what I said. So I can't upload the videos. I'd love to upload them for you guys so that you could actually see them, but there would be no sound. And they were quite long videos, but there would be no sound. So we're here again doing... It'll be interesting if the same message came out. The message that came out for the last... Actually, it is very similar from what I can see so far, because Leo, you were the Queen of Pentacles, and it was, instead of the Queen of Cups, it was the Queen of Swords, I'm sure, and instead of the King of Wands, it was the King of Pentacles, but the Emperor was there before. Interesting. So it may just be that the same message comes out. Hopefully, you guys get the same message, because it was a lovely message, actually. I won't tell you what it was until the end, because I'll see if this comes out. Okay, slightly different cards, but it might be a general message, because we don't have the Three of Cups. So again, in that other one, it was you had two people interested in one person. Yep. Two people interested in one person had somebody else, or had someone interested in them. Okay, overall energy is the Ace of Wands. Make sure that you guys can see that clearly. Okay. And I will be clarifying anyway. So welcome to the bi-monthly love reading for Leo. So here we go. You have the Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Emperor, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Tower. What I will say, guys, is that the message that I got from the previous video was that this was going to happen. This now looks like it's the message still, but a bit further along the line. So you still have two people who are interested. This Queen of Cups, before it was the Queen of Swords, but this Queen of Cups is somebody who is focusing on one of the people who you are interested in. But that person is not focused on them. That person is focused on you. And Leo, you are this Queen of Pentacles, male or female. But Leo, you are that Queen of Pentacles. And I felt it before, and I feel it again now. I think that you're the one who's doing well for yourself. There is no Three of Cups, so I don't see a third party situation. Before, it was down to the Emperor to speak to you and tell you how he felt. But I think the Emperor has done that now. I think the Emperor has told you how he feels. And you could be actually looking at someone else thinking that it's somebody else that you're supposed to be with. Or that someone else that you want. You're not even looking at this Emperor. Because in the last reading, it was very much that the Emperor was someone who was your boss, and you didn't see them in a certain light. But it changed, because the Emperor had to tell you. But we do have the Tower at the end here. And it's very similar. It's a very similar message. Because we have the Page of Pentacles, which is a message of abundance. We have the Emperor, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have the Two of Cups. So the Emperor, Eight of Swords, Two of Cups. The Emperor is at the moment, maybe for some of you, still not acting about this feeling this union. And the Emperor means business. Like, there is no joke when it comes to what this Emperor means. This Emperor means business. This Emperor means a long-term relationship. It might not be an older person. It could be somebody with a more mature energy, but it might be an older person. But this person is well established in business, finance, and commerce. You could say. So with the Five of Swords, there was some conflict. Obviously, I can't ignore that. It's the first card out. So the Five of Swords, there was some conflict. There was some petty, with it, winning at all costs type of, I don't care how you are offended, I'm going to win this battle. Then you have the Knight of Swords, where the Knight of Swords is very much about speaking, having a mini tower moment. So there is a mini shake-up at the beginning, and there's a huge shake-up at the end. And then we have that next to the Emperor, which makes me feel like the Emperor tells you in some way, but maybe you just don't believe, or maybe you're just not sure, or maybe you don't want to believe, maybe you're not interested in the Emperor, could be that as well, but tells you in some way that they speak their truth. They tell you that they're interested. They tell you that there are some feelings. They have some feelings for you. And then obviously the Queen of Pentacles, which I think is you, Leo, male or female, who is taking on those attributes of earth energy, and having an admirer. Well, looking at making business, looking at making money for yourself, looking at, because we've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So I do believe that you're focusing on making money, you're focused on work, you're focused on business, and you're not really focused on love, which is the message that I got before. You're not really focused on love, you're focused on business, making money, and how you're gonna get it to you. So when this love comes, or when this message of love comes, or this information regarding love comes, you're so not sure what to do. It catches you completely off guard. So then we have the King of Wands, which is also Leo energy, or because he's a king, it's fixed sign. So, but it could be Sagittarius or Aries. It could be male or female, but it could, this is also fire sign energy. So it could be that you have a Taurus or an Aries here, and you could also have fire sign energy here with the King of Wands. It could be a earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, that's interested. It could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio that's interested, because we've got all these court cards, and we do have the Two of Cups and the Tower. So with the Two of Cups and the Tower, it could be, I have to say, I see it, so I have to say it. It could be for some of you a relationship breakup. But I have a feeling that where it's a relationship breakup, there's also I feel like there's also a coming together. Because I'm just looking at the cards that surround the Tower as well, and they're not really negative. The only one that's negative really is the Eight of Swords. So when we look what's around it, we have to take into consideration that there is and we also have the Ace of Wands as overall energy, a brand new physical beginning. So I think that where there's a coming together, and I think this Tower, for some of you, it could be a relationship breakup, because we have the Two of Cups and the Tower next to it. However, I'm not feeling that. I'm not seeing that either when I look at these cards. What I'm seeing is that this relationship causes a shake-up. This relationship causes some form of, this relationship comes in suddenly. This level of emotion and feeling, this balanced, fair, seeing eye to eye relationship comes in really suddenly. That's how I see that. Okay, and then we have the Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I feel like the Queen of Cups is someone who is interested in this King of Wands, male or female, is interested in this person, and they are watching this person being interested in you. That's how I see it. Or for some of you, it could be that there is someone admiring you, but they're actually in a relationship with someone else. It doesn't mean they're going to make moves towards you. It just means that they could be admiring you and what you do, but they could be making moves towards you, because we got the King of Wands and we got the Page of Wands. So they could be excited and enthusiastic about moving towards you cautiously because of their admiration for you, and someone else is watching this, someone else can see this, and so this person's full of emotion, this person's very emotional. But then there's below them, above the Queen of Cups, is the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. So we have here some form of illusion, confusion about making the right decision, and you just not sure which one is right for you. But two of those cups lead to a relationship and to the Tower. So somebody's in their head about the outcome of this union. Someone's in their head about it. Someone's like, oh, I'm not sure if it's going to work out. I'm not sure if it's the right thing for me to do, to say how I feel, speak how I feel. And so therefore that will give you the Eight of Swords. The Page of Pentacles could be a message of abundance, or a gift of abundance. So let's start clarifying. So we have the King of Wands. So the King of Wands could have been involved in this petty conflict with you, but now this person is conflict in general. Now this person is feeling like, I feel that they are in love with you, feeling like they love you, and you were involved in this petty conflict, but they love you. They're in love. Maybe the petty conflict was because they loved you. Like when you're in school and there's, you have crushes, boys have crushes on girls, and look, the Queen of Swords has come back again with the Knight of Swords. So somebody is definitely cutting through the nonsense here. And the Queen of Swords was there before, and with the Knight of Wands. Or was it Knight of Pentacles? The King of Pentacles, sorry. Anyway, so like when you're in school, and I have to let go of the previous readings. They were so good, but I'm just like, it was such a great message. When you're in school and boys have crushes on girls, because girls probably do it too these days, actually. I can't even be sexist and say that it was just boys, but it was my experience. And so boys have crushes on girls, and they would push them over, push them down the stairs, just hurt them basically, but actually they had feelings for them. That was my experience, is what I can say. Is that 2 cards or is that 1? That was my experience when I was at school. I never got pushed down the stairs or anything, but nothing like that. But they were horrible. Boys were horrible to you, but then you find out that they fancied you. So yeah, that was my experience. Anyway, so that could be what is going on here with the King of Wands, because there is the Five of Swords and the Knight and the King of Wands. I keep saying the Knight of Wands, but it's the King of Wands. It's not the Knight of Wands. He's not a fly by night. This guy is established and knows what he's doing as well. Contemplates his decisions before he makes them. Fixed sign. They're not that fly by night type of energy at all, even though they are a fire sign. Okay, so then we have the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords. So the Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords. I did see the Devil when I was shuffling, to be honest. Didn't come up in the previous reading, but I saw it when I was shuffling today. The Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So this is double truthful energy. This is double speaking my truth, cutting through the nonsense, being very fair and just being... This whole section here is very much about communication and it being very straightforward, and it causing some form of shake-up. We have the King and Queen of Swords here. We have the King of Cups twice. We have a lot of court cards. So there's a lot of strong energy in this reading. And it could actually be that there's some form of competition for your love. You as a Leo, it could be some form of competition for your love, Leo. And you as a Leo decide that you are moving away, because we have the Eight of Cups here with the Queen of Pentacles. It could be you that's moving away from this situation. Maybe it's just too much. It seems like there's going to be there's a competition. There's everyone, all the information comes at once to you. Because I'm just looking at all this sword energy here. It could be that all the information comes at once. It could be that there's an option for you to get married. There's an option for you to have a very committed relationship. And it might... That's what this is about. I think the Tower at the end. A very committed relationship, and it might come as a surprise. It might come as a shock. It might come completely... You could have been walking away from a situation. Could have been walking away from this Emperor. You could have had conflict with somebody in the past. But what I actually do think, I know there's a lot of possibilities, but what I feel, what feels right to me, what's coming from inside, feels like you've walked away from a previous relationship, and these are two new people they're probably people in your environment, but these are two new people who are registering their interest in you. That's how I feel. I feel that you're walking away from something. You're focusing on your work. You're not really focusing on love. But then you get bombarded with like, oh, this is how I feel about you. This is how I feel. Let's work together. Let's do this. I think you get a lot of that coming through. And it could be from a fire sign. Could be from an earth sign. Could be from a water sign. Because we've got the Queen of Cups here clarified by the Four of Cups, which is about not seeing a blessing from the universe. So for some of you, you could be this fire sign, and you could be investing, as I said, in work, waiting for the fruits to ripen, and for them to be picked from the tree, the seeds that you've sown. And there is someone who is full of love, who you don't recognize as being full of love. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It could be someone who is just a very emotional person. And then you have, because it is at the center of the reading, so it could be that as well. So then we have the Eight of Swords with the World card. So someone is going to come out of their headiness. Someone's going to come out of their headiness about whether to communicate or not, or whether to go ahead with a situation, because we've got the World card. So it's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of another. They're going to break free. They're going to break away. They're going to realize that they're not bound, that they're free to make the decisions and do whatever they like, just realize that they have freedom. And then we have the Page of Pentacles here with the Two of Wands. And again, I strongly feel that if this is you, Leo, focusing on your coin, focusing on your pentacles, focusing on your future, making plans to possibly travel, your mind is just not on love, but love is there, and this could be you as well, because you do have the Knight of Pentacles. Also, it could be where you've had some conflict in the past with a previous relationship. It could have been a fire sign that you were with. It's like you're leaving something emotional behind, for sure, because there we have the Eight of Cups. And then we have the Devil with the Page of Wands, and the Devil with the Page of Wands is a lot about having negative thoughts, but moving forward cautiously, enthusiastically and excitedly to new greener pastures, to something new, and having the Queen of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups is definitely about making the right decision. The Queen of Pentacles has clarity. She will see right through all of the illusion and the choices and pick what's best for her, which is then explains this Two of Cups and the Sun, because then you make the right decision. You pick the two right cups for you. You pick the right thing. You have your abundance. You have your happiness with the Sun. You have your harvest, you have exactly what you want, your heart's desire. And I do believe that it comes from, you have to choose, you have a choice. So it is two admirers and one union. That was the title of the last video, two admirers but one union. And there is again one union, and it says it is again the Emperor. it is again the Emperor, because it's like, well, that's how I see it. It is again this Emperor, this person who is well-to-do. So you have two admirers, but you have one union. So the choice that you make, being the Queen of Pentacles, which is clear and concise, you decide that that is the right one for you, whoever this Emperor may be. And then, but it's a sudden change, a sudden decision, but you realize that this is the Wheel of Fortune. You take your opportunity, you take fate. These are two fate cards, you know, these are two divine intervention cards. I call this also a luck card as well. I also call this a luck card because it is luck. It's luck, it's fate, it's fated, and so is this. This is fate. May not necessarily be luck, but there are blessings. There is a silver lining to this. And it could be, we've been having thunderstorms, and it could be to do with thunderstorms as well. It could be a stormy night. You know, the kind when the lightning strikes. That's from a song. Those Erykah Badu fans out there. And I was hanging out with some of my artsy friends. Do you? Yeah. So anyway, that is that, Leo. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say, because I do believe that, yeah, there is still definitely two. There's an energy of two. You've got some truth coming in. It's going to come in all at once. You may decide to just walk away from it because you're like, oh, I'm focused on work, I'm not focused on that. But you do, then you become confused. Because this devil energy is not a very strong energy, but the page is a young energy. So with this devil energy here, you have to be really careful that not to let that negative energy overtake you, because this is an opportunity. This is something for you to work towards, you know. This is something for you to then come round to. I think in the future you come round to it, you know. You come round to it. I think you look at your options and you see, oh, this is too many. This is too many. I'll shuffle again. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's difficult because I like to take out what the universe gives me, you know. It's difficult. So there's 4. Let's see. Let's get reading because time is ticking by. So we have number 10, 3, 2, 1. And it says, new life is upon you now. You are being reborn and you will give birth to what is meant for you in this lifetime. There is no need to worry. Just pray with an open heart that you may be supported to fulfill your destiny. You are already, of course, but prayer can help you realize it. The rest is in the loving, capable hands of the divine. That is 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to get through these really quickly because time is ticking by and there's a lot of cards that's come out. So we have number 13, gifts received, and it says, the universe is trying to get something to you, more abundance, more love, an answer to a prayer. Sometimes the healing comes from in unexpected packages. Sometimes we try so hard to find the answer, exerting so much effort to receive, that we make things harder for ourselves than they need to be. So relax, have some fun, be at peace. Everything is working out just fine. And there's a nice surprise coming your way. I think this might have been one of the... No, it was a similar card to that, but it wasn't that one. So that is definitely about, as I said, you're focusing, you're kind of saying no to this, Leo, I feel like. But eventually you say yes. And when you do, this is like one of the greatest loves. So we have Legacy of Light, number 53. It's going to be one of the greatest loves of your life. If it's not going to be the greatest love of your life, it's going to be one of the greatest, because we have the Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Sun and the Two of Cups. It's going to be a very, very good relationship. One of the greatest relationships, if not the greatest of your life. Okay, so we have 2 messages with this one. This number 53. The first message is, you have connected more powerfully with Source and with a source of spiritual guidance and instruction that is helping you feel fully activate your divine life mission, and that is helping you fully activate your divine life mission and purpose. It is confirmation that however you are choosing to live your life in service to the light, wherever it be obviously so to others or not, and that your personal growth and spiritual path are helping the greater human soul evolve. You are acknowledged as a jewel of light upon this earth and an important link in a heavenly chain of divine awakening. This is legacy of light. This oracle also brings confirmation that if needed, that relationship issues that are arising for you now are not only about your own personal healing, but about the healing of the emotional legacy of your ancestral lines. To do this, you may wish to journal, dance, meditate, or dedicate a yoga practice to the healing of your ancestral inheritance, and ask that your own relationships are assisted through the karmic grace of your ancestors to step into a more consciousness of love now. So that is legacy of light. And then we have number 17, Her Grace. I was wasting time while I was saying, oh, it's too many. Just take them next time. Okay, so Her Grace, and it says, there is a woman who brings you divine blessings, brings divine blessings into your life, who is trying to connect with you more deeply. The blessings may be one that is obvious or one that is hidden in the challenge. The woman may be your own body. If you are a female, if you are a feminine, or your own inner feminine if you are male, it may be a spiritual or physical being, a great mother, a lover, a sister, or your dearest friend. It may be a woman who is yet unknown to you but holds a soul contract with you, an agreement predestined to awaken you. The empowerment will come to you not by rejecting what is offered by this feminine presence, but by embracing it and finding your truth through it. This is exciting because it means you are growing. You are entering into the feminine temples of wisdom and finding home there. So that is to do with this Queen of Cups. I feel that this Queen of Cups could be giving you some form of advice about take the love, and you're like, oh, I'm not taking it. It could be a friend of yours. It could be this Queen of Cups. That definitely, Her Grace, very much resonates with these two cards right here, the Queen of Cups and the Four of Cups, where she could be saying to you, take this love, take this opportunity, and you could be saying, I'm not taking it, you know. Or it could be your mum, it could be a friend, it could be you, it could be your sister, you know, it could be, I think I'm supposed to let that one fall. Could be anybody. So we have heaven on earth and the goddess. So I'm just going to quickly just give you a run over with these. So the goddess is about being in touch with your inner feminine. Again, it's like Her Grace, be in touch with your inner feminine and using that to provide some form of knowledge and some form of just getting in touch with yourself. And if you are a female, using that to remind yourself that, you know, you do want feelings, you do want love, and you do want emotion, or using your feelings and the love and emotion. And then we have heaven on earth, and heaven on earth is about you using your mind. Your thoughts are controlling your situation. So we have the World card. Your thoughts are controlling your situation, which then controls your experience. And your experience could be heaven on earth, or it could be hell, but all is created in your mind. So nurture your thoughts like a garden. Water those flowers every day. Keep positive and make sure that you nurture it so that you have your flowers grow and they don't die. There's a choice in this reading here, Leo, where you can leave it behind or you can embrace it. I think you do embrace it. These last cards down here sort of show me that you do embrace it and you do make the right decision. So don't be scared. Believe in yourself and be positive. Okay, so let's quickly ask a question and the angels will give you an answer. Look for a sign. Ask a question and the angels will give you an answer. A peaceful resolution. Ask a question and the angels will give you an answer. Recovery. Ask a question and the angels will give you an answer. Meditation brings answers. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys. Thank you for coming back to watch this video. Sorry for the lateness. Please do comment, like, share, subscribe if you like what you see and you like what you hear. Have a wonderful new beginning in love, a new physical beginning in love. Have a wonderful July and August. Mwah! Happy birthday, many blessings. See you again soon.